Is Wild West Dynasty getting better? I think so. Welcome back. Today we take a look at the latest updates and I ask some very basic questions about the game. Before we get started, don't forget to check out the links below to keep up with all things Outhouse. Use the link from my Nexus store to purchase your next Steam key, and I get a little commission in return. If you need a server, don't forget to head over to Nitrado, first link below. Grab yourself a server from Minecraft to Farm Sim. Nitrado has you covered. From a launch that most seem to have issues to the gameplay itself being clunky and clumsy, and couple that with being compared to Medieval Dynasty and Red Dead Redemption, Wild West Dynasty received criticism from a lot of players, myself included. I was under the impression we were getting the step up in graphics and gameplay we got with Medieval Dynasty. I think most people had the same impression. I was wrong. Does that make the game bad? In short, no. I think the game still has potential. Will it be Red Dead or Medieval Dynasty? Again, no. Can players that are fans of the Wild West still find good things about the game? Sure. The story that is being built is unique to the life that you live in the game. You can play how you want, build your town, your farm, and your life the way you want. Want to put down roots? You can. Want to customize your buildings by painting them? You can in the latest updates. I'm not trying to sell you the game. I'm not compensated in any way by Toplitz Productions for this video or for any of my opinions. I just really want to believe that they and the developer are working hard to deliver a game that is enjoyable, even if the graphics are not what we thought. Let's go over the updates as posted on Steam. Howdy cowboys and cowgirls, it's time for another update which provides several bug fixes and updates several things. New, for example, are the flowers as agricultural items. In addition, there's a new system for building walls, and there are craftable paints you can freely use to color your houses. Furthermore, we have a new roadmap to give you an outlook on coming content updates. The roadmap reads seasons, crop cultivation, livestock, bug fixes, optimizations, and supported languages. So there's your roadmap. And again, you can find all this on Steam. There's a link down below. Be sure to check it. So go ahead and rush into the desert bloom. That's their wording on Steam, not mine. Added hoof sounds, additional plant and flower seeds, season specific. New seeds can be bought in taxation. Dung can be picked up near the cows in taxation and used as fertilizer. Flower pots crafted at the workbench or tinkerer's bench. Collectible flowers on the map. A box trap to catch live rabbits. The player can now kill a rabbit in their inventory. Doing so yields related resources, so I'm guessing you get some kind of fur and meat. Changed house modules from Section B, planks, and from Section C, stones, to a brand new look. The player can craft paints on the Tinkerer table. Floor module now starts with a frame skeleton, same as wall modules. The player can craft fertilizer on the Tinkerer table. Visual representation for some farming-related seeds, such as cotton. Feature to paint a house for several colors. So I'm guessing that means we get several different colors options, and I'm guessing that has to do with flowers, probably. I'm not sure on that. I haven't really played through the update, so I'm guessing that's probably what it is, though. A dev note here on coloring. Our goal is to give players plenty of opportunity and room to unleash their creativity. Previously, all the houses looked similar, so the first step to customize them is to give the players the option to paint the wall modules in the colors of their choice. Players can choose from 7 colors for painting the facade and 7 colors for painting the module decorative elements. So that's kind of a cool little note there. I think it's worth stating that the customization options are needed for this because you can live how you want, like I said earlier. Here are some updated items, not added, just updated. They moved the sun, adjusted the map. Some of this has been changed, especially since the last time I played this. Taxation looks nothing like it did. It's very cool. Changes to starter cave. I didn't even check that out. Streamlined quest indicators on compass. Items after picking up a full chest will be returned to inventory. Blood decals for several animals. Removed unused NPCs. Improved thunder mug counting. Early pickup will not break quest. Bucket weight. muzzle flash for all Colt models, missing hit layer for rifle, made bigger animals harder to kill, optimized shop window, the looks, mechanics, and performance. Fields can now be placed and used without a barn. New decals for field states, fresh seeds, watered plants. Fields now need fertilizer, craft from dung at the workbench or the tinkerer's bench. Dryer and pantry functionality. Dryer turns harvested plants into seeds. Food items stored in the pantry spoil more slowly. Crashed wagon destruction. Changes to directional keys work on foot and on horseback. Improvements to first-person tool animations. Improved horse movement, less chance of getting stuck. Rabbits spawn further away from taxation and will no longer terrorize the citizens there. That's good news. Plants now need 2 seasons to grow. More resources can be bought in taxation, seeds, dung, and fertilizer. All languages have been updated. When selecting a module for a house, the player sees the full visual representation of the module instead of the green ghost shader for modules have been changed and improved. The UI for the building system has been updated. Vendors and taxation are now split into 3 categories. Those categories are food, building resources, and decoration and plants. That's kind of cool too. Lots of good updates there. Again, I think they're updating the game and they're still working on it. That means something to me. Here are some fixes. This was a pretty big update. Here's some fixes. Ghost material not appearing on every LOD of walls. Loading houses if game was saved in a different language than used for loading. Disappearing fences on save load. Settler assignment issues on save load. Disappearing arms in first person for several items. Tool animation in first person. Disappearing mother in certain camera angles. Several buildings could not be destroyed. Workbench not showing an inventory after crafting. Vendor interaction prompt missing from Mama J. Improved butter cookies to make them edible. Recipe using wrong type of corn. Healed wounded boars on the prairie. Lake colander. Weapon weight. Falling and teleporting Roger. Dialogue loop with a stranger, a friend in need. Player crafted oil barrel functionality. Bed indicator. Potential fix for spreading blackness issue in specific cases. I don't know what that means, but if people are having issues, it should be fixed now, so that's good. Placing farm plot on another farm plot. Water tower requiring city to build. Floating planks in several buildings. Floating thunder mug. Keybinds cannot be exited with escape. Keybinds not always saving correctly. Jack's just disappearing head. Some floating plants. Galloping with the horse should now feel much smoother. Improved obstacle detection system. Some floating building elements. That's the list of fixes and updates in this latest update that came out on June 29th, so just a couple of days ago. There was a hot fix the day after. New shed with light. And this is fixes now. New shed with light. Fix for picking up pots with flour and other decorations. Fix for city warehouse resources, double cost. More dung on the map. So that was a hot fix to the update, which is very nice as well. And then there was an update on the 20th that I missed completely. So this is a Desert Bloom on public stage. So this went to the public stage. Is that this same update? No, this is the home improvement update. Okay, so this is the Desert Bloom update. Let's check out some of this and see what was added. A lot of the updates are the same and a lot of the fixes are the same, but let's see what was added. So added hoof sounds, additional plant and flower seeds. So I guess this was kind of a patch to that. Dung, flower pots, and collectible flowers on the map. Yeah, so it looks like the home improvement update just fixed some of that and then updated more of it maybe. It looks like there's a lot more additions in the home improvement than there is the Desert Bloom on public stage. So that's really good. But overall, I think there's some really good updates there, and I think the game... I'm just happy the devs, or the dev, I heard it's only one developer. Hopefully there's more help by now on the game, but... So hopefully the developer can continue updating the game and keep it going, because I think at some point this is going to be a really great game, regardless of how you feel about the graphics or whatever. But to sum it all up, I think sometimes I have a higher expectation than I should. I tend to believe in projects that I build up in my own mind to be something that they're not. Then when release day comes, it lets me down. If I had zero expectation, was not looking for this to be Medieval Dynasty in the Wild West, I would have likely been okay with what's out now. No doubt the release day game was not worth the headache though. Since then, the game has come a long way, and it's still being worked on. They could have scrapped this game, cut their losses and moved on, but they haven't. They're still updating it, and I think that says a lot about Toplitz and a lot about the developer for the game. All that said, I look forward to one day coming back to the Wild West and seeing how far the game has come. That's going to do it for today. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great morning, afternoon, night, wherever you are. Later, folks.